just more reasons to stay inside. Guys, there is no reason to be out there if you don't have to be. And the governor held a press conference just a couple of hours ago with all the major leaders in our state talking about these widespread power outages.
Power is now back for most of Ecuador after the entire country spent yesterday in the dark.
We stayed with development on the power outage where the Minister of Power
across Cuba, near total darkness. Even for a country accustomed to blackouts, this is unprecedented.
With energy prices rising and harsh winters approaching, staying warm without electricity or gas might seem daunting, but the Amish have been doing it for centuries, and so can you. As energy bills keep climbing, many are wondering how they'll afford to keep their homes warm this winter. With utilities taking a bigger bite out of household budgets, the concern is real. Fortunately, the Amish offer a time-tested approach to heating that doesn't depend on modern energy sources. Through simple, sustainable methods, they've mastered how to create a warm, cozy home without the high costs. Let's explore these practical techniques that could help anyone stay warm, self-reliant, and budget-conscious this winter. Let's start with something simple yet effective: homemade heating pads. Homemade heating pads may seem unconventional for home heating, yet for the Amish, these small, portable pouches are indispensable. Filled with rice, dried beans, or corn, these pads are designed to retain heat and release it slowly over time. Crafted from natural materials sewn into fabric pouches, they are heated on a stovetop, over coals, or on any warm surface.
The really good thing about this project is you can definitely use socks that you already have.
Once warmed, they serve as a source of warmth that can last for hours, making them perfect for cold evenings or keeping hands, feet, or bedding warm. These heating pads are easily customizable to suit various needs. Smaller pads work well for hand warming, while larger ones provide body heat, offering versatility that a traditional heater can't match. In addition, the organic fillings, such as rice or corn, are great at holding warmth without emitting harmful chemicals or requiring electricity. Studies show that rice and similar grains, when used in heating applications, can retain heat effectively for long periods due to their high specific heat capacity, which allows them to absorb and release warmth gradually. This slow-release quality has been documented to provide extended warmth when used as heating pads. Because these heating pads use dried grains, they have a long shelf life when stored correctly.
In this video, I'll show you how I made these microwavable heat packs using rice, and these are really handy if you have aching muscles or period pains, or if the weather's just getting a bit cold now that it's sitting into winter and you just want something to heat you up, but a hot water bottle is a bit of a pain sometimes.
Dried rice, beans, or corn can be kept for years if stored in a cool, dry place, such as an airtight container or dry pantry, and remain viable for heating whenever needed. Research indicates that grains stored under optimal conditions retain both their structure and heat-retaining properties for multiple years. This makes homemade heating pads an efficient, cost-effective, and low-maintenance way to stay warm over multiple seasons.
Sock about halfway with rice. Tie up the end of the sock, put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. Check and make sure it's not too hot, and now you have a
Now for number 9, let's talk about a heating source you may not expect: greenhouses. For the Amish, greenhouses are far more than just plant shelters. Built strategically in sunny spots, these structures naturally capture and retain heat from the sun, creating an effective source of warmth even on freezing days. Inside, temperatures can reach a comfortable 70 degrees Fahrenheit, allowing year-round cultivation of food and creating a warm oasis amidst the winter chill. Many Amish greenhouses are built with thick, well-insulated walls and clear glass or polycarbonate panels that maximize sunlight absorption. Research shows that greenhouses designed with double-walled polycarbonate panels and positioned for maximum sun exposure significantly improve passive solar heating. Studies indicate that sunlight can be absorbed and retained during the day, minimizing heat loss during cold nights. This type of greenhouse structure allows the Amish to reduce their reliance on conventional heating sources and grow food, such as leafy greens, year-round, even in harsh winter climates. At night, the retained heat gradually dissipates, offering warmth that can be channeled to nearby buildings through vented openings or by placing windows or doors between the greenhouse and adjacent rooms. The greenhouse's passive solar heating reduces the need for additional fuel-based heat sources while keeping fresh produce accessible year-round. The Amish use this to their advantage, growing hardy, cold-tolerant crops throughout the winter, a practice that is both practical and sustainable. Because greenhouses are permanent structures, they offer year-round benefits. In winter, the heat retained during the day can be transferred to nearby homes, especially those that are connected directly to the greenhouse. This dual-purpose structure not only enhances food security, but also reduces the need for other heating solutions, offering a self-sustaining source of warmth and food.
Is this Homestead Supplier greenhouse. Kim can't wait to get all her stuff in here. In fact, she's already started. You can easily build this greenhouse in 2 days or 1 if you're super awesome.
Next, we have a unique method the Amish use to stay warm through community effort: community woodlots. As practical as this is, number 7 uses some clever design strategies to take warmth to another level, so keep watching. The Amish have long depended on wood as their primary heating source, especially during harsh winters. In many Amish communities, firewood is gathered and prepared collectively through an organized effort known as community woodlots. Families join together to cut, split, and stack wood, ensuring every household has the fuel they need for the season. This approach transforms what could be an isolating chore into a shared community experience, strengthening bonds as neighbors work side by side. Research shows that each Amish household typically requires between 5 to 10 cords of wood to make it through the winter. Community woodlots create a sustainable system where families pool their resources and labor, ensuring that each home has access to a renewable heating source. According to studies, collective efforts like these reduce the strain on local forests, as careful management of wood resources prevents overharvesting and allows forests to regenerate. Additionally, studies highlight how cooperative work settings improve community bonds and reduce individual workloads, allowing families to gather enough fuel efficiently and sustainably. Wood, when stored properly in dry, protected spaces, can last for years, making it an ideal, reliable heating resource. By relying on shared resources, the Amish not only promote sustainable forestry practices, but also foster a close-knit, cooperative community culture. Next up, at number 7, the Amish have another tried-and-true way to retain warmth: thick curtains and natural insulation. In Amish homes, insulating against the cold is all about using natural, sustainable materials instead of synthetic insulation. Straw, wool, and heavy curtains are popular choices, each serving a specific purpose in keeping warmth inside. Straw bales, often placed in attics and wall cavities, are excellent at trapping heat due to their dense, fibrous structure. Research indicates that straw's density provides effective thermal resistance, making it a powerful natural insulator. Moreover, as a renewable and biodegradable material, straw is an eco-friendly insulation choice that aligns with Amish values. Avoiding the microplastics or chemical emissions found in fiberglass insulation, heavy curtains made from thick fabric are another essential layer of insulation, especially on windows that lose heat to the outside. Studies on thermal curtains confirm that thick fabrics reduce heat loss significantly by trapping warm air and blocking cold drafts, which helps keep rooms warmer without the need for extra heating. South-facing windows, in particular, are often covered with thick curtains to prevent nighttime heat loss while maximizing sunlight warmth during the day. Wool is also commonly used in Amish homes because of its natural insulating qualities. From blankets to area rugs, wool is highly effective at retaining heat and providing warmth in colder months. Its breathable, moisture-wicking properties make it ideal for insulation in varied climates. The Amish also design their homes with smart layouts that minimize external openings and maximize internal warmth flow, ensuring that heat circulates efficiently without escaping to the outside. Using thick curtains and natural insulation materials like straw and wool, the Amish create energy-efficient homes that stay warm naturally, all while upholding principles of simplicity and sustainability.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the best window furnishings for insulation. Now, the first thing I want to do is just explain that there are actually 2 different types of heat that are generated that we're trying to keep in a certain place, and those 2 different types of heat behave differently. So when you're inside a home in winter and you're heating up the house and cooking and doing all the things that you do, all of that heat that's generated is thermal heat.
For number 6, we're moving into a powerful way the Amish heat their homes: hot water circulation systems. In Amish homes, hot water circulation systems play a pivotal role in their efficient and sustainable heating strategies. These systems function by heating water either in a wood-fired boiler or on a stove, which is then circulated through a network of pipes spanning the entire house. This method ensures that warmth is evenly distributed to every room, creating a consistently cozy environment without relying on electricity. The Amish prioritize the thermal efficiency of water as a heat carrier. By heating the water once per day, typically in the morning, they can maintain comfortable indoor temperatures throughout the day and even into the night. This approach minimizes the need for continuous heating sessions, thus conserving wood resources and reducing energy consumption. Studies highlight the effectiveness of hot water heating systems in retaining and evenly dispersing heat over long periods. This efficiency is particularly beneficial during cold winters, ensuring reliable warmth using sustainable resources like wood and water, which are abundant and accessible within Amish communities. Beyond their efficiency, hot water circulation systems are valued for their durability and low maintenance requirements. Once installed, these systems can reliably heat homes for several decades with minimal upkeep. Periodic checks ensure that the pipes remain clear and functional, maintaining the system's effectiveness over time. The simplicity and longevity of hot water circulation systems align perfectly with the Amish commitment to sustainable living practices. By relying on basic resources and minimizing reliance on external energy sources, these systems exemplify how the Amish integrate practicality and environmental stewardship in their daily lives.
From the water heater and joins the hot water line to the cold water line. The valve stays closed while water in the hot water line is warm. When it begins to cool, the pump activates, the valve opens, and water is pushed back to the water heater through the cold water line until the hot water line is back up to temperature.
Coming up next, we'll look at the time-tested warmth of oil and kerosene lamps, a great backup heat source. And if you're curious about more natural and sustainable solutions, stick around because number 4 is a brilliant method that uses nothing but airflow. In Amish homes, oil and kerosene lamps are essential for more than just lighting. They also provide a small but steady source of warmth that can make a big difference on cold nights. Kerosene is widely used in Amish communities because it's accessible, affordable, and efficient as a heating fuel. When lit, these lamps give off localized warmth, which is particularly useful for areas that might be drafty or far from primary heating sources. One advantage of kerosene and oil lamps is their portability. They can be moved around the home as needed, providing warmth in specific areas like near drafty windows and chilly bedrooms, or even in small outbuildings where other heating isn't practical. Research has found that kerosene provides steady and reliable heat in low-resource settings, making it ideal for supplemental warmth. These lamps are especially practical for nighttime use, adding comfort during cold evenings without the need to keep a fire stoked or a stove running. Kerosene and oil also have impressive shelf lives when stored properly in a cool, dark place. Studies indicate that these fuels remain stable and effective over time, making them dependable for both daily use and emergency preparedness. In large, well-insulated rooms, several lamps can be lit to create a comforting ambient warmth, making oil and kerosene lamps a reliable heating solution that aligns with the Amish commitment to sustainable, low-impact living. Next on our list at number 4, we have an ingenious technique, the strategic use of natural drafts. The Amish understand the importance of airflow and have perfected the use of natural drafts to circulate warmth throughout their homes. By placing vents, open grills, or strategically positioned doorways, they allow warm air from heated areas to move into cooler rooms, creating a natural flow that requires no additional energy. This approach, known as passive heat distribution, is a simple but effective way to spread warmth. This technique works especially well in homes that are designed with airflow in mind. By arranging rooms to allow warm air to travel from one space to another, heat from wood stoves or other main sources can naturally circulate through the home, reducing the need for extra heaters. Research on passive heat distribution has shown that strategically placed openings can maintain warm airflow across rooms, effectively raising indoor temperatures without additional energy use. During colder months, the Amish carefully manage vent openings and door positions to encourage this natural air movement. Open rooms allow warm air to reach cooler areas, making passive heating efficient and accessible. Since this technique relies on natural airflow and home layout, there is no need for physical storage. Instead, maintaining effective air circulation is achieved through intentional home design and periodic adjustments based on outdoor temperatures. By harnessing natural drafts, the Amish efficiently circulate warmth through their homes, proving that smart design and natural airflow can be powerful tools for passive heating.
A catcher is a traditional architectural feature found in many arid and hot regions, particularly in the Middle East and Central Asia. It is designed to harness natural ventilation and cooling by capturing and directing air currents into buildings.
And here we are at number 3, the remarkable efficiency of masonry heaters. These can make a huge difference in heat retention, but keep watching because number 2 harnesses the sun itself, offering a warm, passive heating solution no one should overlook. Masonry heaters are impressive, heat-storing structures made from dense materials like stone, brick, or tile. These heaters are built to absorb the high temperatures from a short, intense fire and then slowly release warmth throughout the day, maintaining steady comfort in the home. They feature a winding flue system inside, which forces hot gases to travel through the masonry, transferring heat into the structure itself. Once warmed, the masonry retains heat and radiates it gradually, providing a reliable, long-lasting heat source without needing frequent refueling. One of the key benefits of masonry heaters is their efficiency in wood consumption. Because they burn wood at high temperatures, they produce fewer emissions and make better use of the fuel. Research has shown that masonry heaters can achieve up to 85% fuel efficiency, making them an environmentally friendly choice. This design is especially useful in cold climates where long-lasting heat retention is essential. Amish homes that use masonry heaters experience consistent warmth from a single firing, which is both cost-effective and reduces the need for additional fuel. A well-built masonry heater can last for decades with little maintenance, offering a one-time investment that provides effective heating for generations. Unlike traditional fireplaces or wood stoves, masonry heaters require much less wood over time, making them a low-maintenance and sustainable heating option. With their efficient, gradual heat release and minimal fuel use, masonry heaters are a sustainable heating choice, proving that traditional designs can often outperform modern methods in both warmth and longevity.
1800 degrees Fahrenheit. It only burns for about 2 to 4 hours, depending on the amount of wood put in and the species of wood, but it holds heat throughout the night and radiates it through the rocks into the room. The heater only needs to burn once a day to heat the whole east wing of the facility. It's designed to be 80% efficient with a 98% combustion efficiency.
Now as we get close to the top, number 2 taps into a natural resource we all have access to, the sun. Passive solar heating is a foundational principle of sustainable home design, and the Amish make the most of this technique by placing south-facing windows to capture the sun's warmth. During winter, large windows on south-facing walls allow sunlight to enter living spaces, creating a greenhouse effect that naturally warms the home. This strategy reduces the need for extra heating during the day, as the sun's rays warm floors, walls, and furniture, which then release heat gradually as temperatures drop. To enhance this effect, Amish homes often use thick, insulating curtains to trap the warmth after sunset. Studies show that homes using south-facing windows for solar gain can save up to 40% on heating costs during winter, especially when combined with heat-retaining curtains. In colder regions, this balance of solar gain by day and heat retention by night allows for substantial energy savings. Main living areas like kitchens and family rooms are typically placed on the south side to maximize sunlight exposure, creating warm, comfortable spaces that are both energy efficient and cost-effective. Passive solar heating requires no additional fuel or maintenance, making it a zero-cost, low-maintenance solution that provides warmth year-round. With no moving parts or mechanical systems, it's a self-sustaining heating method that leverages the sun's daily cycle. South-facing windows enable Amish homes to capture the sun's warmth even in the dead of winter, making passive solar heating a simple, effective, and affordable method of creating a warm, sustainable living space.
We're going to show you this massive house. It's 4,000 square feet, and you might be wondering, how is this alternative? Well, it was designed and built using sustainable materials and cutting-edge technologies that could be applied to a house of any size, and that's why we think it's really cool. It's also fossil fuel free, so there are no fossil fuels being used to power or heat this house, and it's also a passive house.
And finally, we're at number 1, perhaps the most reliable, time-tested method the Amish use to stay warm: the wood-burning stove. For the Amish, wood-burning stoves are the heart of home heating. Known for their durability, efficiency, and versatility, these stoves provide consistent warmth over long periods and also serve as cooking appliances. A well-maintained wood stove combined with seasoned firewood can keep an entire home warm for hours, making it ideal for long winter nights without the need for gas or electricity. In Amish households, wood stoves are usually placed centrally to distribute warmth effectively. Each family typically uses between 5 to 10 cords of firewood per winter, which they collect from community woodlots managed sustainably. By preparing firewood in advance, Amish families are always prepared for winter, ensuring they have a cozy home and a reliable cooking source throughout the cold months. Cooking directly on the wood stove is a common practice, allowing families to prepare meals with the stove's heat, making it a multifunctional addition to their homes. With a good supply of properly stored firewood, Wood stoves provide a sustainable heating solution that can last for generations. When firewood is kept in dry, ventilated areas, it remains usable indefinitely, making it a long-term heat source aligned with Amish self-sufficiency. Simple yet highly effective wood-burning stoves are a timeless solution that embodies the principles of self-reliance and sustainability, making them the ultimate choice for natural home heating. The Amish show that warmth and comfort without modern energy are entirely achievable. If you found these tips useful, you'll love this next one.